Hello everyone, welcome to our podcast. I'm your host Rian, and today our group will discuss an issue that affects everyone in the Philippines: rising energy and fuel prices. Fuel and electricity are part of our daily lives. We use them for transportation, cooking electricity, and many other activities. And fuel prices increase. It affects students, workers, families, and businesses. Imagine a jeepney driver paying more for diesel. He has to increase his fare. Then everyone's commuting costs go up. And that just to start, higher fuel prices also make food, electricity, and basic goods more expensive. For our trivia one, did you know that Philippines imports around 90% of its oil? This means we are heavily affected global oil prices. So discussion start. Let's start with some numbers. In 2022, gasoline prices were around 45 per liter. Today in 2026, prices can reach 70 to 90 per liter, depending on global events. Thus it's almost double in just 4 years.
Wow, that really shows how quickly prices can rise. And it's not just gasoline, diesel, kerosene, and electricity are affected too. Hello everyone, I'm your host Lorraine. Rising fuel prices affect almost everyone. Commuters spend more money to get to school or work. Families spend more on electricity, transportation, and food. Low-income families feel this the most because they have smaller budgets. Fun fact, Filipinos spend around 10 to 15% of their income on transportation. When fuel prices go up, that percentage rises too. For example, jeepney fares increased in Metro by 10 to 15 pesos last year due to higher diesel prices. Vendor passed the extra cost to consumers, so even buying a kilo of rice or vegetables becomes more expensive.
Exactly, and it's not only commuters. Businesses also struggle. Delivery companies spend more on fuel, which increases the prices of goods. Small business owners especially feel this pressure.
Right, it creates a chain reaction. Students may have to spend more on transportation, families spend more on food, and workers may demand higher wages. It's a big economic challenge.
Do you think the government is doing enough to help families cope with these rising prices?
Well, there are programs like fuel subsidies or energy saving campaigns, but they may not reach everyone equally.
Hello, I'm your host Camille. So why do fuel prices keep increasing? One reason is global oil prices. The Philippines imports most of its fuel, so when international oil prices rise, local prices follow. Did you know that a barrel of crude oil costs more than $80 today, compared to about $30 in 2020? This huge increase affects fuel prices worldwide. Example, conflicts in Middle East, OPEC production decisions, and high global demand all make fuel more expensive. For instance, a war or a political tension in oil-producing countries often causes global oil prices to jump.
Another cause is the exchange rate. When the Philippine peso loses value against the US dollar, imported fuel becomes more expensive. That's why even small changes in the currency can affect daily prices.
Philippine fuel prices are set to hit triple digits.
Taxes also play a role. Excise taxes on fuel add to the price per liter. While taxes are meant to fund government projects, they also make fuel more expensive for everyone.
So it's a mix of global events, currency changes, and government policies that explains why fuel prices can exchange quickly and unpredictably.
It's clear that we can't control global oil prices, but maybe the government can help by improving transportation or using renewable energy.
Hi, I'm your host Marielle. Rising fuel prices affect daily life in many ways. First, transportation costs increase. Jeepney and bus fares go up, which affects students and workers. Fun fact, jeepneys are still one of the most used modes of public transport in the Philippines, carrying about 15 million passengers daily. Imagine the impact of a 10 to 15 pesos fare hike. Imagine a student who pays 50 pesos daily for commuting. If fares increase by 10 pesos, that's 50 pesos more per week. Over a month, it adds up to 200 pesos or more money that could have been spent on school supplies or food.
Exactly. And business pass higher costs to consumers. Food, clothing, and other goods become more expensive. Families need to budget carefully.
Even electricity costs can rise because many power plants use fuel. And higher fuel costs mean higher electricity bills.
Do you think people are changing their habits because of rising fuel prices?
Yes, more people are carpooling, using bicycles, walking, or taking public transportation instead of driving. Others try to conserve electricity by using less air conditioning or turning off lights when not in use.
In conclusion, rising fuel and energy prices are a serious economic and political issue. They affect transportation, businesses, families, and daily life in general. For our trivia, did you know that renewable energy like solar power can reduce electricity bills by up to 50% in homes? This is one solution to lessen the impact of rising energy costs. Some possible solutions include: number 1, using renewable energy like solar or wind. Number 2, improving public transportation to reduce dependence on private vehicles. Number 3, energy conservation in homes and businesses. Number 4, government support for vulnerable families and small businesses.
This solution may not fix the problem immediately, but they can help reduce the impact over time.
Thank you for listening to our podcast. We hope this discussion helps you understand the challenges of pricing fuel and energy prices in the Philippines. Stay aware, stay informed, and think about how you can save energy every day.